Welcome to the OGHQ, where you get the real talk from the realest too. Ain't no cap.
Okay, OG, we have the pleasure of our girl, the one and only, Tip, to come on with us today.
My girl, my girl.
Yes, the one and only Miami Tip
Drill.
How y'all doing?
Hey, Tip.
Good.
How you doing, baby?
Welcome to the headquarters.
I'm doing good.
Listen, you know, me and OG was just talking earlier. It's Women's Month. It's our month.
Yeah.
And so, you didn't know?
I didn't even know there was a Women's Month.
Yeah.
Because for real, every month.
should
Every month is Women's Month, if you ask me.
Right, every month should be Women's Month for sure.
Yes, but I guess they highlight us in March.
That's our month.
Okay.
Listen.
All at the top of the list, baby.
Listen.
Thank you.
You know we
Thank
adore you, and you know that like we all go way back. And
Yes.
I mean, let's not just sugarcoat it. We know like the name of our platform is OG Headquarters. And let's just be honest.
You are OG.
You are an OG, darling.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. So listen, we want to have you come on so we can highlight you and give you your flowers. But we also know that just like us, you have a story. And your story has, you know, you have been a public figure for many years now. And you have had like an amazing, what we call transformation.
Yeah.
Where you use
Thank you.
one stepping stone to another to put you where you are right now. And then not only did you do that, but you also did that through turmoil as well. So again, like we said, we have a story, but you have a story as well. We would love to highlight that today.
Yes.
Could you tell
Yes,
us,
yes.
can you tell the people, like when we say turmoil and we introduce you as the OG and when we say OG, we've been in the adult entertainment world.
Together. She's well known from Miami. She's
Yes.
well known from around the world, really.
Just like us, we were like, you know, at the Mecca. I mean, things aren't like how they used to be.
We ain't got to
At
sugarcoat
all.
nothing on here.
Yeah.
You ain't got to sugarcoat nothing on this show, Tip. You can be
Okay.
Tip.
Yeah. Things
Okay.
aren't like how it used to be, Tip. So we have to kind of like go in a little deep
Yeah.
to kind of let people get a full understanding of
Who we
why,
are.
you know, we are who we are and where we come from. Because sometimes they see it as like, you know, I feel like
We've been
the
showing
stigma, I think we help break the code of the stigma.
Yes.
But now I think they trying to throw it back on it.
Yeah, they changing it again.
Right.
And your story, you have done such a wonderful job of creating your own narrative and telling your story and opening the doors for others to tell theirs too. So talk to the people, Tip. Tell us how you.
You know, I got into dancing. I got into dancing really young. I tried it out. This was before I had my son. I tried it out. I was like 16. Or was I 15? I was 16 or 15. I lied. I had a friend that was already doing it, and she was young as well. And I lied to the owner, and he let me dance for like 2 weeks, and then he started asking me for my ID and stuff. And I didn't have it, obviously, because I wasn't of age yet. But I started, and during those 2 weeks, I knew that was something that I wanted to do. I already was in like a dance group, so I was used to like dancing in front of crowds and stuff like that. So being a dancer, like a stripper, I didn't have no fear. Even at a young age, I just got on stage and I was actually doing routines from the dance group. Like I had no sex appeal. It was crazy, but because of that, it's how my name got the way it is, because of personality. So even after the 2 weeks that he started asking me for my ID and stuff, I ended up getting pregnant. I had my son, and then I was going through it with my baby daddy. I had family problems, things like that. And I was just like, I was just gonna go dance. I was like, I had already gotten the taste of it. I already had made $600 more than any other 16-year-old ever would have made, you know. So I knew it was money. So I went right back to dancing, and I didn't have like the other girls down here in Miami, like the generation before me was like Platinum, Pinky, and all them. They were already, you know, fine, booty, you know, naturally pretty. You know, the girls were different back then. So
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't have any of
baby.
that. And I had to, so I was like, I don't know how I'm going to stand out. So I taught myself how to work the pole. And it took me a while. But because I didn't have the body shape or the sex appeal that they had, I just figured I could do the pole. But outside of the pole, I already have like a big personality, and people felt it on the stage. So I actually was like really performing. Like if you go see a rapper and they performing,
You
that's
gave a
what I
show.
was doing
gave a show,
as a
too.
I
dancer.
threw plenty money.
Right. So I knew I
You
had-
guys,
We going to Miami this
We
weekend.
gotta go
Okay.
see Tip.
Yup, and you always come through like
I'm
need
looking
tips.
forward with a flashlight.
So when I started doing that, my name in the beginning was like Fantasy Red or China Red, Fantasy Red, or it might have been both. And one day, another dancer was like, "You should you dance fast like the girls in the Tip Drill video. You should call yourself Tip Drill." But I'm like, well, the words say it must be ass and it ain't your face. I'm not calling myself Tip Drill. So, so that Nelly era, like the white chocolate, that was like, you know, I guess I'm the generation under. So I was able to look and see, and this is like before I had my run in Atlanta, so I didn't really know that the Atlanta way of dancing and things like that. And I looked and I was like, damn, I do dance fast like them, but I'm still not as seductive as they are. But I'm gonna try the name. I named myself that, and from the first day that I went on stage and they called me Tip Drill, it just stuck, and that was just my name. And my name, along with my stage presence, you know, it just became a big thing, I guess. And when I got in the game, a lot of the OGs before me were mean. They was not embracing to me like at all. I felt like I was in high school all over again. Like I would be damn near nervous to go to work. But I just wanted to go on stage. I was just like, you know what, as long as I get to go on stage and make my money, I don't
Make
care,
your money,
whatever.
yeah.
But as I grew, you know, that's just how it is with
Yeah.
women. You know, it's a woman thing. You got a new girl, you don't know what she about, whatever. So I went through that. And then I earned my place. I earned my position there. And the ups and downs of it, you know, just being, for me, I'm blessed to have been able to separate the reality and the fantasy of it all. I would say, because some people, a lot of women get lost in the like the dirty mirrors, you know, the smoking mirrors of it. And and I will say that I did for a second. You know what I'm saying? You get lost and you making so much money, you keeping up with the lifestyle, the cars, the clothes, the bags, everything. I did do that for a quick second. I feel like probably everyone has done that, but there's a lot of people who didn't make it out on the other side. And just, you know, women that went broke, or women that's 50 still dancing and things of that nature. You know, I'm blessed to have been able to understand what's going on and step out a little earlier. But I feel like dancing is always glamorized, and people don't really understand the depth of it and what you're getting yourself into. And you know, I was in love with the performing side of it, but then, you know, I had my days with the drugs and the alcohol and the turn up and just wear and tear of my body and my brain. You know, at one point I had to take this before before I even fell, I had taken 2 years off just to get my mind right. And then the accident happened, and I took 2 years after that. Like I was just scared as hell, but then again I was still in a space of, you know, no financial literacy and having to go back, you know, and it scared the hell out of me. Like I was so nervous to go back, but I did it for a second. And that last time I went back after I fell, I went back with a plan, with an exit plan.
You learn from all the
But
others. situation. So
I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, but I wouldn't glamorize it.
Yeah.
But I
and
don't
that's
know.
what
I
they
don't even
don't
know if I
know.
can say that because everything that I have, all the resources, everything that I built off of my choice to dance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
Yeah.
kind of
it's a
would
great
be like
networking
me
place
being.
when you got your mind set on that.
And then you
Say
have
that
like,
again.
It's a great networking place when your mind is set on that.
Right.
They don't
Right.
have a
So
they
it's
don't
like I
have a
can't.
mission when they come in the door.
yeah. But again,
I
it's
can't
also
drag
like,
it.
yeah. But like you said, it's your story begun early.
Hmm.
And so like those emotions for you is different maybe for
Right.
someone else.
Right.
Like for you,
Right.
you come in as, some might have waited until they were older,
Yeah.
and then for you were still a baby.
You was still a kid.
You were a
Right.
baby and you had a baby, so you had to take care of you
I was
instantly.
in survival mode. It was do or die.
Yes.
Yours-
Instantly had to become a woman and figure it out.
Yeah, I can
Right.
relate to you on that. I was an early mom. I was 16 years old. I had my son at 16. So I wasn't thinking about dancing then, but
Hmm.
a couple of years after the fact, my friend danced at Magic, and she kept trying to get me to come. And of course, I used to dance like I used to do hip hop dance. It's the same kind of scenario of a story. So I definitely can relate to all of that,
Yeah.
and that's what people
Yeah,
don't even
dancing
understand.
is like a love-hate story.
Yeah.
It
For me,
is.
'cause it's not something I would tell someone else's daughter to
To
do.
go
Or
do.
like a lot of young women come to me and they be like, "I'm about to go dance, and what you think?" And
And
and I'm like, "Girl, if you could find another way, find
Yeah.
another way." Like they people expect me to be like so, and I get it, but I just think mentally. I don't know. I got one foot out in, one foot out because if I didn't get into that world, I wouldn't be as strong minded as I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't play no games when it comes to nothing. I peep everything. I see everything because it's a world of finessing.
It is.
It's on both ends, from the customer side and the dancer side. So it's like I peep
girls all the
everything.
time that
So
this game is not for the weak, and they think
Right.
they coming in, they watch videos and thinking from the videos that's what it's about, but it's way more.
Right.
That's why I always
It's
tell people
deeper
to
than
try
that.
to shine, like used to shine upon us, even my family members who might have thought what I did was such a bad thing, but they didn't understand. I had to deal with stuff mentally. It's a lot
Right.
of things you have to deal with in that club. So
right.
it's for the strong, not the weak.
It is.
Yeah, people look at it, think we just having a party. Hell,
Exactly.
I used to have to pray before I had to how
Yes.
you get dressed in the morning, you got a whole
Yes.
Walk
routine
through
that
the
you got to
door.
get
Yes.
dressed. Like
Yes.
that's what it was for me to get ready to go to the club. It
Your
was like a
mental.
whole 2-hour preparation.
Your
You got to
mental.
listen to jazz. You know what I'm saying? Got to talk to God. You got to talk to myself.
Yes, because listen, it's like you said, it's the bittersweet. I mean, again, we had some great days.
Good
We
time.
had a lot of
We had
of
some
sweet.
good- Like, listen.
We had a lot of sweet. I'm not gonna flex.
Yeah.
And listen, not to glamorize it because
But
like
I
we
wouldn't
feel
tell nobody's
Like-
child to
you. Like
do
my
that.
daughter, I'm like, girl, go sit your ass down. No, because like
Right.
Ken said, no, it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
And did we might have wanted to when we first went in? For us, no.
Yeah.
Now we have met some people and some ladies even back in the day that we heard come into the office, and I remember one time Magic came and got me. He was like, I just don't know what to say to this. And I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, this baby, like she just came in here and she said like, I waited until I turned 18
to be a dancer. I
to be
remember
a
this
dancer.
story.
And my 18th birthday was yesterday, so I'm here. And it fucked him up. You know what I mean?
Like, why you didn't want? He asked her. I remember this story. Because I remember he told her. He's like, why the hell you didn't go to college? Why you didn't think about going to college? You just left.
Right.
Why was that the first?
Why was that your
you know?
first thought?
And
But you see, even now, like the game has changed.
It
Like y'all
has.
said, it's like it's going back because back then, a lot of women, like, we did it for, it was a hustle. Now
Yes.
girls are doing it just to look or be like someone else or be around a certain caliber of
Yeah.
people. So
Right.
mentally they ain't even on the shit that we was on. It's not a survival, let me do this to
We
take
was
care of
on
me
the
It
and my
wasn't
bag.
family,
like,
you know.
let's get it and get up
Because when
out
I
of
was
here.
dancing, I took care of the whole family. Wasn't nobody
Yes.
exempt. You know what I'm saying? But now girls ain't doing it for that. They doing it
They
just
doing it for
because,
the wrong
okay, this girl
reason.
got a rapper
Yeah.
boyfriend or whatever. I gotta be there. I gotta be that to get this. And then mentally, that ain't even what you supposed to be in.
It's a different
So that's kind of
game.
like the sense of you saying, like, girls is like really nowadays really waiting to their 18th birthday for real to go,
Yeah.
and then wait to their 18th birthday to go in the club and dance, and then 2 months after, you know what I'm saying, they doing all the surgery stuff just to have that certain aesthetic. But it's
Yeah.
really not about all that. It's about your mental.
Mental.
It is.
Because you could be fine as hell. I know a lot of pretty girls
They
fine as
still don't
hell.
make no money.
You know what I'm saying? And got pimped out, drugged out, naive as hell. Some of them I hate having conversations with. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely not for the weak.
Yeah,
It's
they
not.
yeah.
But I hate that I have to, like, it sounds like I'm just so against it, but I'm not against it because, like I said, I've enjoyed a
We
lot
feel
of
you.
money, a lot of great times. I've met a lot of great people. I
Me
have
too.
relationships from the
But I
club
wouldn't tell
still to
nobody's
this
kid
day
to go
that
do
benefit me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell
No.
nobody's kid to go do it.
It wouldn't be the like no, go do it. It's fine. It's okay.
That's
that
not-
wouldn't be the
Right.
conversation.
Because I get a lot of DMs all the time from young girls that like, I've been following you and I didn't know. Baby, that's not what you want to do. I
Right.
have daughters and I was in a situation where, let me tell you like this. I've always told my kids, and I have 4 of them, 2 girls, 2 boys, but I've definitely talked to my daughters because I've always told them it's only one motherfucking dancer in this house, and that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So as years went on and it went on, my daughter did some shit and went and danced.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't find out in the way that I should
praying. I
have.
started, Lord.
Because I was about to kill her
Who did
because
you
I,
feel?
please
How did
save
you
my
find
niece.
out?
I'm at work. I'm at work. I'm at work at Onyx. And a guy who's dancing me said, I just seen your daughter. I didn't know she... Tip, do you understand that people don't know that I don't drink or smoke, right? So I'm sober as fuck. I don't care who say whatever. So when he told me that, it hurt me because the relationship I have with my daughters, we are like this.
Right.
And I've always instilled. My sister helped, she was with me. She helped me raise them. So she knows what I've always said. My biggest thing is ain't number one motherfucking dancer in this house, and that's me. I never he'll see because I work too hard to make sure you don't have to do it.
Right.
So when she snuck and did it, I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then I called her. I called her first, I think, and then I called her sister. And then I said, I'm about to jack this little bitch up. Because at the end of the day, you don't never let nobody have nothing to say to have nothing over us like that anyway. That's number one.
Right.
And if you wanted to do it, I'd rather you came to me so I could guide you through it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But ask me this. She only did it for like 6 months. She didn't like it. She was like, I respect you, Mom. Like, I had to get over it for a minute because I had to like, okay, this what she doing? She told me she was a fucking waitress. So I thought she was waitressing at that club. I knew she was at the club, but I thought she was a waitress, not a damn dancer.
Right.
So that I understand that. Like, I would never tell nobody's daughter to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even in this game right now, it's a different type of game.
It's so totally different.
It's different.
Like,
and nowadays, man, the girls are
this
so...
game,
they
they're like, pick me,
big
pick me,
bats
pick
now.
me, pick me, pick me.
the girls, the money,
It's all
everything.
different. It's different.
I would totally say, baby, it's so many other outlets right now.
Right.
Right.
And that's the other thing.
Yeah.
The outlets that they have today, we did not have.
We didn't have those outlets.
Like for myself, coming from, I'm just going to say it, I have hustler blood in me. I come from, my parents were hustlers. But I was raised as a Huxtable child. But then when shit hit the fan, and then I went from living one way, and then, okay, I was dropped over there in South Memphis. In South Memphis. I went from LA to South Memphis, from Hollywood to South Memphis. And so I had to quickly, life was like, oh, shit, and then going when I got older, when I got in high school, and living in Memphis, it was, you know, if you just be true to the nature, if you weren't doing a 9 to 5, you were hustling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your guy was hustling. The girl was hustling. I mean, you know, if you weren't going to school, I went to school. I enjoyed college, but I also felt like that void I was missing from living a certain kind of way. I didn't want to struggle.
Right.
I didn't. I'm going to be honest. I seen some of my family members. And then when my parents were, you know, adjusting to living a legit life and trying to figure it out, I said I was very proud of them for, you know, changing and evolving. But again, I didn't want to struggle.
Right.
And I said,
I'm the same. That's the same for me.
Yeah.
Because not just to kind of like, I want you to tell me a little bit about, because I know you have a son, and I know you're really, really, really close to your mom. I love you and your mom. Y'all look like twins.
Thank you.
Give moms her kudos, because mom look fucking good.
Mama look good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please tell her that we said she look amazing.
Thank you.
So you don't have any more kids, just one son, correct?
No, but I want to have another one now. But
Really?
yeah, no, that was my only one. Huh?
Oh, really?
Tim, you want to start all
Yeah,
over?
because I feel like he went through everything with me.
You.
Okay.
And then I was so young. Like, even I feel like everything raising my son while I was hustling and just trying to climb the ladder, I didn't really, and I was just telling my brother this today, because I got my nephew coming up and my brother's like, oh, this is stressful. I don't know how y'all did it as a single mom. And I'm like, well, only thing I can say is enjoy those moments, because when I was hustling and stuff and just trying to figure my life out, I was young. I didn't really enjoy, like, really soak in those special moments, you know, because I didn't have the time to.
Yeah.
So when my son turned 18 and now he's going to college, we had signing day, like, I'm just like, what the hell just happened? Like, it feel like it happened in the snap of a finger. So all those long nights, all those going to the football practices, half drunk, you know what I'm saying, out in the heat, cheering my baby on after I just got off from work and things like that. It just happened in the snap of a finger. So I feel like now in the mental space that I'm in, I want to have another one, but everybody say I'm crazy. I do.
Hey,
I mean,
I'm not gonna say you crazy. I'm just gonna say if you well off and you can make sure, you know, you can take care of it.
Right.
Do what's best for you.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, at my age now, you know, I need a whole staff to help.
Girl, now
I mean, you gotta get
listen
you
now.
gotta get you a good one.
Your
And
girl
you know what
over
I'm
here, I'm
talking about.
supporting everything.
Right.
But now I'm going to add the extra. And you said it. Go on, get you some help.
Right.
Get your little team, little rotation. Hi, I'm Tish. I am an advocate of
Be
help.
a good one, for real.
Yes. Because, like, you are busy. You're busy.
Yes.
And one of the reasons that you are busy because you are an author.
Absolutely.
And not only are you an author, you graced our television screens on Love and Hip Hop Miami, and you've also been in movies. So like you're busy.
Yes, and I'm directing movies.
I know you see me calling you, nigga. Why the fuck you ignoring me?
Look, Marsha, I promise I'm not. I was just on the phone with my boss.
And let me guess, you need another day.
Yeah, I do. But I promise I'm working on it. I promise. He just said it's gonna take a little longer this time.
Nigga, I know you playing with me. You are full of shit. Not only do I house your son, but I gotta pay for everything too?
I can't pull money out of thin air, Marsha. What the fuck?
Listen,
Girl.
clock that T right there, baby. What
I
you
got
saying?
Yes, I directed,
OG
editing, writing, everything.
Yes.
Listen, I love that.
Yes.
Love it,
Yeah.
Tip.
How do you love directing? Being behind the camera.
How you like being behind the camera?
I think for me, I've always been meant to be behind the camera, but people just gravitate to my personality. It forced me to be in front of the camera because even when I was doing music as an artist, I hated it. I hated being an artist, but I'm a hustler. I seen that it was making money.
Right.
I kept doing it, but I felt more comfortable when I was behind women and helping other women who want to do
Listen,
music
Yeah.
out. I felt better. So even with the like me directing now, being behind the scenes and me just doing the writing, I don't got to deal with people. I could be in my little cube all day writing. I don't have to be a personality. I ain't got to be fake. I ain't got to smile if I don't want to. I don't got to go to no events if I don't want to go, you know, because that's what that whole world
It's about,
brings.
yeah.
With the
it's
whole,
about,
Okay.
yeah.
well, that's good to know.
So yes, and with that being said, you know, we already had talked and we already knew that we wanted you to definitely come bless the set. But we say, you know what, we're gonna highlight our girl. We're gonna highlight our girl.
We wanted to give you your flowers.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so happy y'all thought of me.
To the OG HQ, where you get the real talk from the realest too. Ain't no cap, it's always true. We that new, this ain't the few, so stay tuned. We about to go live with Tish J OG India. You know it's that vibe.